In the dimly lit town of Argos, nestled within the ancient hills of Greece, there lived whispers of a fearsome creature that plagued the countryside. The chilling tale of the monstrous chimera had captured the imagination of the townsfolk, creeping into their dreams and lurid conversations. Legend had it that this fire-breathing nightmare possessed the head and neck of a mighty lion, its piercing eyes filled with malice that inspired terror in all who dared to look upon it. Its body, a devious combination of a powerful goat, instilled an eerie sense of bewilderment. Once spotted, the creature's deadly tail, coiled like a venomous snake, would unleash its wrath upon the unsuspecting victims that crossed its path. The memory of the chimera's atrocities haunted the minds of the townspeople. Stories circulated, recounting the horrifying events of the beast's deadly encounters. Entire fields would burst into uncontrollable flames, devoured by the monstrous breath of the creature. Night after night, families would lock their doors and whisper prayers in hopes of escaping the wrath of the chimera's unstoppable rampage. The townsfolk lived in a perpetual state of fear, never knowing when the dreaded monster would strike next. The once thriving community had now become a ghost town. The terrorizing presence of the chimera had driven its inhabitants to the brink of hysteria, their hearts and minds gripped by unyielding dread. But amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged from the darkness. A courageous young warrior named Orpheus had heard the cries of his terrified people and vowed to put an end to this merciless reign of terror. Braving the unknown, he embarked upon a treacherous journey to face the foul creature and free his beloved town from its suffocating grip of fear. Arming himself with an enchanted sword and an unyielding spirit, Orpheus ventured into the mountains where the chimera was known to dwell. The sky grew dark and heavy, as if the very heavens trembled at the approach of the hero. The mighty roar of the beast echoed through the air, signaling its presence and intent to kill. Orpheus stood firm, undeterred by the ghastly sight before him. In a flash of steel and fury, he clashed with the fire-breathing monster, their battle sending shockwaves through the forest. The clash of their weapons resounded, each blow pushing Orpheus to the edge of his strength. Dust and ash filled the air, obscuring sight and sounds alike. As the battle raged on, the eerie glow of the chimera's fire breath illuminated the clearing, casting shadows that danced eerily upon the ancient trees. Orpheus fought with a determination born of desperation, his heart pounding in his chest, knowing that the fate of an entire town rested upon his shoulders. The chimera fought with ferocity, its lion's head snapping and biting, while its goat body delivered bone-crushing kicks. Its snake-like tail struck with the precision of a deadly viper, aiming for Orpheus with deadly accuracy. Bloodied and bruised, he refused to yield, pushing himself beyond the limits of mortal strength. Suddenly, a piercing wail echoed through the night, stopping both combatants momentarily. The sound originated from the direction of Argos, and Orpheus's heart sank. Despite his valiant efforts, it seemed that the chimera had managed to breach the town's defenses while he fought. To vanquish the creature, a dreadful realization dawned upon him, a chilling truth that left a cold pit in his stomach. The monster he battled was not acting alone, but was part of a sinister plan to sow chaos and devastation upon the innocent people of Argos. With a newfound determination, Orpheus propelled himself forward, refusing to let fear consume him. With each strike, Orpheus drew closer to his goal to free his besieged town from the terror of the chimera. As blood mixed with sweat upon his brow, his breath grew labored, but his will remained unyielding, fueled by the love he held for his people and the burning desire to put an end to the creature's reign of terror. The moon reached its zenith, casting an ethereal glow upon the unfolding battle. The eerie nighttime symphony of clashing weapons and growls reverberated through the forest, joining forces with the howling wind. It was a surreal dance of life and death, with neither party willing to surrender. As the battle continued to escalate, the ancient woods surrounding them seemed to come alive with sinister whispers, amplifying the already palpable tension in the air. Orpheus, fueled by adrenaline and an unwavering determination, maneuvered with uncanny agility, evading the deadly strikes of the Chimera. The midnight hour grew closer, lending an otherworldly aura to the scene. Orpheus could sense that time was running out. It was now or never. The fate of Argos hung in the balance. With a final burst of strength, he unleashed a flurry of furious attacks, each strike aiming for the creature's heart. The beast thrashed and writhed, its many heads snapping and snarling with primal fury. But Orpheus refused to relent, matching the Chimera's aggression blow for blow. The clash of weapons and the creature's blood-curdling roars echoed through the forest, as if they were locked in a battle that transcended mere mortal dimensions. Orpheus's mind raced, desperately searching for a weakness in this formidable monster. In a moment of inspiration, his eyes fell upon a cluster of large boulders nearby. A plan formed in his mind, a daring and risky maneuver that just might turn the tide in his favor. As he skillfully evaded another swipe from the Chimera's lethal claws, Orpheus lured the beast closer to the rocky terrain. With a calculated leap, he leaped onto one of the boulders, launching himself into there. With every ounce of strength, he drove his enchanted sword deep into the creature's flank, eliciting a bone-chilling screech of agony. The Chimera's flaming breath intensified, engulfing the battleground in an inferno of searing heat. Orpheus, shielded from the flames by his determination and bravery, fought on, wielding his weapon with a frenzy born of desperation. Yet, the tale of Orpheus and the Chimera remains unfinished. The conclusion a mystery whispered among the townspeople of Argos. What fate awaits our valiant hero? Will he deliver Argos from this relentless horror? Or will the unfathomable powers of the Chimera prove too much to overcome? With each passing moment, the battle intensified. The skies above them darkened, a foreboding cloak descending upon the battleground. Orpheus, fueled by desperation, summoned every ounce of his strength to face the relentless fury of the Chimera. The monster's roars echoed through the night, reverberating in the depths of Orpheus's very soul. The mere sight of its menacing visage sent chills down his spine. But he could not afford to falter. Lives depended on his success, and he would not let fear claim victory. Blood-stained and weary, Orpheus pressed forward, his determination unwavering. His eyes locked with the fiery gaze of the Chimera's lion head, a reflection of unadulterated malice. With swift and calculated strikes, he maneuvered around the beast's attacks, seeking any opportunity to deliver a lethal blow. But the Chimera was cunning, its movements unpredictable. Its serrated claws tore through the air, narrowly missing Orpheus on multiple occasions. The tail, resembling a venomous serpent, lashed out with ferocity, attempting to ensnare him in its lethal grip. Orpheus could feel the weight of the town's expectation on his shoulders. Every step he took, every swing of his weapon, was a symbol of hope. The relentless battle wore on, the combatants locked in a dance of life and death. The forest itself seemed to hold its breath, as if awaiting the outcome that would forever etch this moment into legend. With each passing strike, the battle between Orpheus and the Chimera intensified, the clash of steel against hide creating a symphony of terror that resonated through the haunted forest. Neither combatant showed signs of relenting, locked in a dance of death that wove its creepy tapestry in the moonlit night. Orpheus, emboldened by a flicker of flickering hope, pressed on. Adrenaline flowed through his veins, fueling his every move. He evaded the lethal maw of the lion head, narrowly escaping the fiery breath that threatened to consume him. The goat body, relentless in its assault, charged with an unnatural speed and strength, testing his resolve. The snake-like tail launched itself at him, slithering through air with a sinister grace. Orpheus dodged the venomous strike, narrowly avoiding its deadly embrace. His sword shimmered, deflecting the serpent's fangs with a resounding clash, driving the creature back momentarily. The darkness deepened, a malevolent stillness settling upon the ancient forest. Shadows intertwined, whispering secrets known only to the night itself. Even the wind held its breath, awaiting the climax of this nightmarish encounter. Orpheus, his spirit ablaze with a fervor that defied reason, refused to bow to the horrors that surrounded him. He was the town's last hope, its protector against the monstrous wrath of the Chimera. Each swing of his blade was an act of defiance against the encroaching darkness, a declaration that good would prevail. But the end of this uncanny tale, intertwined with destiny and despair, remains unclear, hidden like a riddle within the depths of the Chimera's malevolence. Its resolution awaits, shrouded in the chilling legends and whispered tales that continue to bewitch those who dare to listen.